will dress. Each of the sets have had some sort of interesting card or two that I kind of like, but the rest maybe not so much. Whereas I think I just about love everything about this set. They even got the little freaking house here, haunted house on top of the box. That's so cute. Let's jump right into it. So, opening up the box, we continue the tradition of having some box toppers. Ironically, they didn't update this for Will Dress Season 3, but I guess it kind of makes sense because in Japan, this was still airing, but now it is no longer airing, and instead we're in the Divines anime. But in any case, we got ourselves some box toppers. These are fine box toppers. When it comes to lyrical, there obviously could have been a couple of stronger choices, but we can do all right with the choices that we have here. We got ourselves Meredith, who's the one that says on hit like a top 7, I think it is, for an order. And then we got the Looking Up Pranks Azimi here, who was a promo, so that's somewhat appreciated that she got reprinted as well. And I'm a big fan of these like full art cards, especially when they come in foil. I think those really look nice, so sure, why not? But we got ourselves here the packs. The one thing I do not like, or I feel is a bit of a wasted opportunity, is that they could very easily put each of the girls on the pack designs, but instead they all look the same, which is kind of lame. But this set introduces, you know, these 3 new lyrical girls here, or I guess more clearly here, and we also got ourselves the dress-up versions of Fortia and Herminia that you can see here. And the deck, or I should say the set itself, is themed around Halloween, which, you know, it makes it's a little bit better than last year when we got sets 3 for lyrical and it was themed around summer, and it is winter when we get it. But, you know, Halloween wasn't that long ago, and January is kind of creepy, so, you know, fine. Good enough. But yeah, let's open these. So right off the bat, we've got ourselves prepared for Heat Sienna, or Sienna here. This is one of the new ride lines that is introduced in this set. This one is the sort of Gorgon girl, whose ride line is actually possibly something that you'll see in a lot of other lyrical decks. So this has the first skill here that at the end of the battle that unit was attacked by a rear guard. If no cards are put on Guardian Circle of this battle, your opponent chooses a card from their hand and discards it. Or if they don't discard, they must bind that rearguard that attacked. So you can actually use this in some of the other lyrical decks just for that first skill to stop your opponent from rushing you, which is kind of cool. And then when you ride the grade 3, choose a either trigger or a blitz order from your drop and add it to your hand. So she's a more sort of defensive deck that focuses on kind of on using blitz orders and trying to bind your opponent's cards as well as maybe make them discard. It's a very interesting deck that I wanted to take a deeper dive into once I get all my pieces here. And of course, you know, everything is Halloween themed, so we got all these really cool cards here. And we've even got ourselves encounters. As you can see here, Prison makes a return here. And this is the grade 1 for Prison. And we got ourselves a lot of other cards that are new to this set, such as the I think it's like Lip Sisters in French or something like that, but the Lèvres Sœurs here, which is probably the strongest deck or the most meta-relevant, according to most people, deck that is in this set. And we've got the grade 1 for that here. We've got this grade 3 that I really like because she's really cute, but it is just for what, you know, the Lip Sisters, but Charmant is what it's called. And we got ourselves, ooh man, this card looks so good in LSR. I really hope to pull that, but this is the One Night Witch Stegra. We're gonna get the triple rare for the box first here. So this has the skill that when this unit is placed on rear, if it was placed other than by a card ability and you played a normal order this turn, you Soul Blast 1. Look at the top 5 cards, call up to something with grade less than or equal to your Vanguard, and then shuffle your deck. Or choose a normal order and add it to your hand. Then it also says that when this attacks a grade 3 or greater unit, if this unit was placed this turn, you can counterblast 1, draw 1, and she gets 10k at the end of the turn. So it's the same as the other generics that we've gotten In set 11, Lyrical is kind of playing catch up, so she's getting the nation itself is getting all of the generics that were given to all the other nations, all in this one booster. I love this girl's color scheme, so it's really nice that she's going to be a deck that I might play, because we got ourselves also Pacifica coming back as an encounter as well. I don't know if I'm going to play Pacifica. I'll probably build it and see how I like it, but I'm definitely more excited to play Prisms instead. We got ourselves a cute little cat girl here. We got ourselves the grade 0 for, I think it's Prisms to be honest, but she's really cute because she's got a little cat. I don't know if that's a real cat or some sort of false cat, but she's, you know, cat, which is great. Got ourselves the grade 1 for Sienna, which does the same thing as the grade 2. We got ourselves some more Pacifica support here, and we're going to get ourselves the Lers says or whatever the hell, but this is Shomot here. This was the deck that, or at least the card art, when they originally revealed the 3 new decks for this set. This was the one that I like pegged that I like, alright, I'm really gonna like this. They got like Dark Magician Girl or whatever the hell. Really liked her a lot. So she's the one that I kind of put all my chips in and I got all the stuff for, and thankfully she ended up being the strongest of the 3. So she has here 2 skills. Act on Vanguard Circle once per turn, counterblast 1, choose up to 2 grade 2 or less cards with the archetype name in their card name from your soul, call them to rear, and this unit gets 5k. Then it says, when its unit attacks while not boosted, choose 3 of your grade 2 or less regards with the archetype name in different card names, so different ones, and then increase or decrease their attack to match this unit's attack until the end of the turn. So if this unit's attack is, let's say, 28, you make all those other units get power until they have 28. Then, if this unit's power is 30, there we go. Okay, sorry about that. Did not have power for the mic. Of course, chat does not show up. It really sucks. Back in my my young hot streamer days, like 3 years ago when I was on Twitch, everything was in order, man. I would start streaming and like everything would be lined up. I have a white hair that I don't know if it's mine or the dog's. No, thankfully the dog's. And then like now it's just like a mess constantly. But whatever. How's everyone doing today? Happy Thursday. We're gonna go ahead and turn this on. There we go. Yep. Whoops. Stop. I don't stop. Okay. Whoops. I accidentally opened up the chat menu. Kind of a bunch of options I didn't want to look into. I'm surprised not many are running order cycles in Lutetia. I have a lot of decks that I want to build from Lyrical. Lutetia is definitely up there. Because I haven't played her since she came out, more or less, and I'd like to give her another shot, but I have no idea what to do for that deck. The only deck that I have a solid list for is not Pacifica, Prisms, because that's the only Lyrical deck Japan has been playing. But I happen to really like Celtic, so I'm really going to be playing that. And Shardmult, I think the list is pretty simple, plus I actually got to test that, and Herminia, because I actually got to test Medial. I think I might have to change a couple of cards, but we'll see. Bug that needs to be used over Morphle, run Seabreeze, Abductor, and Veleno. You know, I was kind of thinking of that as a joke, but alright. Seabreeze puts an extra pressure and ways of recovering Blitz from drop. He makes normal orders more worth running if you bind a normal, pick up a Blitz. I don't know about that. You're in physical pain right now. You gotta train your dog, buddy. But yeah, so we got Bug Girl in CFA now, but I am the greatest card fight streamer of all time, because I figured out how to add in my own cards into CFA. So we actually have the cards that we're going to be looking at today in CFA already. I'm a little sad I didn't do this last stream. That would have been really nice to test out the bug girl, but we have it. So if I go here to deck edit, you can already see I got him. We got Steam Artist Telegon. I don't know how this works for you guys, like if I were to fight you guys, if you get to see the cards I have or whatnot. But yeah, I managed to import all of the cards from this morning, so we'll be able to, you know, not only talk about them but test them out. I've messed around with a couple of them and put them into some decks, but I still got to do a bit more. But we'll do that after we talk about the news a bit. Blarnstapor is just as good as a substitute for grade 1 as a 2 of only, and fetch a Sweet Honey if it gets that bad. Oh yeah, I was thinking of running that just because it just gets 5k if you have a Blitz order. So I was figuring just running 4 of that and the extra slots to 7 booster. But she has some Sailor Vendetta, so they won't release the Cristiano support till next week. Yeah, that was really weird. I don't know what that was about. There must be some sort of reason for that, but I can't fathom why they decided to split him up like that. You have oh yeah, Kyrie. I wanted to build, well, grade 4 Kyrie. I wanted to build grade 4 Kyrie also, because I managed to nab all of the promos recently. But I have to take a look into that. I have a non-grade 4 Kyrie deck for teaching and testing purposes. No card in that deck costs more than $1, so I don't feel too bad to use her as a pet deck. But holy that Kyrie grade 3, grade 2 is cheap. I don't know. I haven't looked into. I've looked into like none of the lyrical stuff heavily. I have a basic idea, but I haven't looked into it too much. But I have. Since I opened some cards yesterday and I have some, I have a case coming in, I haven't wanted to look into it too much because I just want to open a bunch of packs and look at the cards then. He's the most OP busted card out of the batch, and that's why they're leaving him for Blast. I doubt it. I don't know what any lyrical does. Well, that's because you're lazy, you hate women, and you don't know how to read. Grade 2 literally costs 50 cents at the moment. Yeah, I forget tomorrow's the set release, so I have to like be up at like 3 in the morning or something like that just to grab all the FRs for dirt cheap when everyone starts posting them. Come on. It saves me a good amount of money, I'll tell you that, because they all look the same. You look the same. You look the same as you did Tuesday. What is that up there? Oh, CFA is open. There we go. Now let's pop that open. There we go. All right. I promise next stream I will fix up this so you can see a little bit more of the screen. Not that it matters heavily. This guy's a grade 3. If it wasn't clear, but yeah, we'll have a different setup where I can easily switch between camera setups because this is the one for CFA. Well, new ones do look different, but now they all look like Halloween on January. I mean, yeah, Halloween is January is spooky, bro. It's cold. No one goes outside. It's the longest month of eternity. Much like this guy and his big big gun. Great segue. All right, so let's go ahead and just jump into this. We got the Strafe Command Dragon here. We have here some cards. I think, yeah, no, they each got a grade 3. Each of the quick start deck bosses got a grade 3. That's in double R that supports them. They all have this same first effect to an extent. That says when it is placed on rear from hand, if you have the quick start boss, you can pay a cost, draw 1. They all have a different cost that they pay, some of them being way better than others, and some of them have this effect completely different, which is kind of obnoxious, to be honest. The clear favoritism that Bushiroad has, but whoops. I don't know why that happened. There we go, everything's just minimized for a second. I hate windows sometimes, bro. I'll just do something and it's just like, no, oh, you want all windows to... everything that you have up to just fucking disappear at the click of a button? Anyways. Wait until DBZ. DZBT Lyrical Wreck Havoc in the Japan meta. Yeah, I've been hearing some stuff, but I haven't gotten a chance to test it out, to be honest. Lyrical might have the best one because you can keep reusing her and recalling her. The Branke one is pretty good. You're in my walls. Was that Instant Bullet? Huh? I have to fucking copy whatever the hell. Instant Bullet. Okay, yeah, I don't know what that is. What is Instant Bullet? But I'll Google Instant Bullet. Oh, Ib. Yes, that was indeed Ib. I love Ib. I love Ib so much. I don't know about I don't know about Instant Bullet, but it is indeed Ib, the game. Community actually is cooking Astrum a lot, almost as much as I cook Kusana. So Triumph Dragon is still a 3-attack deck, right? Yeah. So you can play this, draw 1, and then when it attacks, you can Soul Blast, get 5k. But on turn 4, if you Soul Blast out the Triumph Dragon, or if you put it in Soul somehow, so I guess this might work out a lot better actually now that I think about it. I kept thinking this was locked to turn 4, but for stuff like Keter and for stuff like Shark States, you can very easily get this requirement off. But you Soul Blast out the Vanguard, the Triumph Dragon, the Quick Start boss, and then this gets a critical. So that's kind of sick. So while it is a 3-attack deck, you now have crits on 2 cards. You can technically have crits on all 3 attacks if you play the double R grade 1 Persona Ride Cycler. Except that's Counterblast 1 also. But kind of neat little thing. This is fine. It's not insane, as usual as it is for Dragon Empire cards. But next up, we've got for Dark States, Steam Artist Tilligan here. Does the same thing. On place, if you have the Quick Start boss for Dark States, you Soul Blast 2 cards with different names to draw a card. That part is kind of weird. It doesn't make a huge difference, right? Because you're more than likely going to have 2 cards with a different name. But that's a very odd specification that serves no purpose for the deck, but fine. Then it says when it attacks, Soul Blast to get +5. And if you Soul Blast the Quick Start boss, I will pull off my dog's hair from my face. You get 15k instead of 5k. It's kind of whatever. The first effect is kind of nice because you have the Soul Blast that you can use it for. Second effect is kind of whatever, but it does give you a big swing because this can be 38. No, this is 48. If you Persona Ride and call this out with the Vanguard skill, this goes from 23 to then 38 with its own skill, to then 48? 48 with the effect of the Vanguard. That it gives it 10k when it calls something out. So this is really good. It's Soul Blast 1, but you can put stuff into Soul, so you'll be fine. So this is pretty good. I was thinking of the manga made by the Kaguya-sama manga. Made by the no, I've never heard of that actually. I'll check it out. I like me some Kaguya-sama. I didn't personally, but didn't personal booster grade 1 Persona group is already giving extra crit, kind of redundant. Yeah, but now you can only now instead you Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1 to get 2 rears on crit instead of having 2 of them counterblasting 2, right? So that's way better. And then you can also just, you know, have 2 of these, whatever the case may be. You can technically trigger this one. Sorry, you can technically trigger the Persona Ride one. Then you get a crit. Your crit becomes 2. Then trigger this one, you get 3 crits. So that seems to be the way that Dragon Empire is going, just getting crits. When you put it into Soul, you put that one into the other column. Wasn't big swing thing you were lacking with the Chimera thing? Yeah, it absolutely was. That's why I was playing the Maid. The Maid is still a good target. This is also good as well. So you have 2 really good targets. Maid fills up Soul. This gives you a bigger attack. So this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. So this one's good. The skill is boring, but it works out really well. And the fact that you can Soul Blast instead of Counter Blast is also really nice to draw cards. You just might have a little bit of trouble getting Soul, but I think it'll be fine, since you only really need soul to draw with this and to call something out, and that's it. So, and then, you know, on turn, when you ride, so you can draw cards, right? You need at least 4 soul. That's it. But the more important thing that Darkstate's got is this normal order. Affectionate Preparation. This is a grade 2 normal order. Energy Blast 2. That's it. No Vanguard restriction, nothing else. Choose your Vanguard, no archetype restriction. And it gets the ability that if it hits a Vanguard, you just call something out from your soul to the end of the battle, the end of the turn. It is once per turn, so if we send Vanguards, don't get to use it again. But that's kind of insane, right? Whether or not this is actually super playable, we'll dive into in a moment. But just, I like the fact that we actually have a lot more versatility and like a lot more deck expression, a lot more things that we can do, right? That are actually, you know, playable, somewhat viable. Before, we had all these like 1 or 2 random techs that you can play, but it was kind of like super restrictive and whatnot. But now you can actually do things with like any deck, which is kind of nice. You can take things in a lot of different routes. Is always more important than what it does alone. Yeah. Now everyone's a better Pale Moon than Lucier. Not exactly. Lucier can't even use this, right? Because she has her own order that she wants to play that turn. If we go ahead and dive into this, I did say I was going to spend like most of this stream talking about this. Let's go here. And let's go reset. Let's go presentation, and let's do one of these. So we got all of Darkstate's right here, right? We can even do a quick tier list. Benefits. Maybe here. Benefits. Doesn't. And then, can't use, right? In regards to that one order. Which, there's not going to be a lot of things I can't use it. So Barrow actually benefits for this a little bit. I don't think it's worth actually playing it. I should probably just say can play. Doesn't care, maybe. Because Barrow can actually make use of this. Not on its grade, or on its 15 soul turn, then it does nothing for you, right? Because you already called out 2 rears, unless you want a back row. I don't know if there's really... I mean, it wouldn't hurt, to be honest, to play it, to get an extra booster or something like that. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but I don't think it pushes the game plan greatly. But on turns where maybe you don't hit 15 soul, this is great. But more importantly, like on turn 2, the way I play the deck now is super aggressive. Works really well. My run order in Farmville, so any restanding boss loves that order. Kinda, they can only use it once per turn, so they can't call out 2 cards, but they don't hate it. With all Darkstate's multi-attack Vanguard, that order often gets 2 shots to work. Nope, it is once per turn. They get the ability once per turn, so they can only use this once, so it doesn't matter if you restand or not. Just only matters in terms of like that Vanguard putting out pressure. Likewise, I don't think Bruce cares about this at all, to be honest, because he restands his own rears, so I doubt it'll ever come up. Technically, Author Slaughter might kind of like this, because it can't do shit anyways. It doesn't use energy. Farvnil can fucks with this. I don't know if it wants to do this, but it can play it. And it has no use for energy right now, aside from like maybe discard for the cycler. It can use this early game to get an early game. I don't think it has any restriction on grade, does it? Yeah, this doesn't even have a restriction on grade, so you can call out a grade 3 with this on turn 2. So yeah, Farvnil kind of likes this to an extent. Not you. Sounds like your deck is old. Sounds like when your deck is old and outdated, going hard aggro is the route. I mean, I wouldn't say outdated, I would say not supported. One deck that would love this is not Lucier, because she just can't use it. She has her own order. But both of these loves this. because he already has the built-in guard restrict. That's 3 or more cards. So his attack is either his attack is more than likely hitting, right? And you can very easily then call something else out and get yourself 4 attacks, which is great. And also you can have grade 3s that boost, so you can have some pretty hefty columns. This just needs actual grade 3 rear guards. Like if we had gotten the Steam guy, if he was playable in this, that would have been great, but he is not. Chronojet, I don't think cares for this, to be honest. It can probably play it because it can like vamoosh its rears. Doesn't use energy or anything like that. Maybe, but I don't know if there's, I can't think off the top of my head an optimal like attack pattern that this benefits from them. I guess if they have 2 of the glitter or whatever it's called, and then they bounce that back, and then they bounce like a back roll, and then they hit, and then they call something out like that. That's the only way I can think of it working. But cancers are all over the place, so 1 copy wouldn't hurt. I don't know if it wouldn't benefit. Well, no, it wouldn't benefit chaos. I have Jack Jeweled Mask here. Jack Jeweled Mask does not care for this. I don't think it can use it, to be honest. I don't think it cares for this. Unica would love this if her attack could actually hit, because she's locked to 4 attacks. So getting a 5th attack would be nice, but her soul's gonna have shit. So I'm gonna say she can't use this. Viaman's Bruce. I mean, he could. He'd probably be alright without it. You could do something cheeky where, like, you have Final Burst turned on, and then you call something else from Soul that turns off. I don't know if it turns off Final Burst, to be honest. Oh, because I think it just checks at the beginning of your battle phase, and then after that, you're done. So this is technically mid-battle call for Vietnamese Bruce. So you might still have Final Burst active, which is kind of funny. Chaos can't really use this because the game plan for Chaos is to have double Makanis, right? And you swing Makani, swing Chaos, restand Makanis, and then swing with them again. So it doesn't really matter unless like situations where you like kind of brick. Like I'll be fair and I'll put Barrel here. Like technically this only works if you kind of brick. I put it up here just because like I can use it the way I run a deck super aggro, and technically so can Chaos. So I don't know, maybe it just doesn't care for it. Like it can use it, but it's just like it doesn't extend the game plan massively. Maybe that's a better way to put it, but Pearl calls a Jamil. It can call another thing. Yeah. Bruce uses Gino, and that card is Soul Blast 2 though. True. But you can definitely, well, you can't get a lot of attacks. You can definitely do something interesting if you don't use Gino, because you can definitely like swing, restand, hit, call, and then like technically call something else out. But it's just the timing is really annoying. So something to keep in mind for the future, maybe. Nine still really hurts it. I mean, it has ways. It just has no way to do it optimally. Maybe now with this one order, maybe, but I don't know. I ran Orange in I'm gonna Grigio in that order. What are Orange? Good for Bruce can call a Doper from Soul that moved itself to Soul. Yeah, like it could do that. I don't think it'll, like, I think it can play it, like Jack Jeweled can play it and stuff, but I don't think it really cares for it too much. Like these can actually benefit. I'm not saying it's like to the moon groundbreaking, but they can actually make use of it, like do something. I think Greedon would really like this if the attack can hit, because it does have the guard restrict and whatnot, and it's active for the end of the turn, right? Yeah, so one of the attacks, if it hits, it can call something out, and it might be able to restand again. Who knows? So might be able to get 3 attacks on Greedon Mass, and that's pretty cool. Unless it's only back row, I don't remember, but I don't think it's back row. I think it's just wherever, right? Yeah. Omnia Grugio though, I don't know. You can go through your soul, and you can also have like Misery Wings in your soul. You don't really play order outside the mask order, but you kind of play that pretty frequently. So maybe it doesn't care for it. Like, you could probably use it, but I don't know if it's going to be massive for the deck. She got replaced by Linica, unfortunately. Who are you talking about? I need to know who you're talking about. I play this deck and I have no idea who Orion is. Yes, I don't think this really cares for it as much. And then we got Direct Jewel with Ignis. Likewise, I don't think it cares for it. Its own rears stand. So I don't have any of the newer stuff here. I actually have the images for it. I just haven't made a list for it yet because I was waiting for the Sterkea boss to show up, actually. The Aurageist or whatever, it can't really use this, unfortunately, because its main gimmick is using Energy Blast 4, so it's not really gonna be able to play this, ironically. And then Andal can maybe kind of use it. I don't know if it wants to, because you'd rather use your energy on the dolls, but the dolls are only 3 energy, so you can definitely get that back, you know, as soon as you ride. I don't know if there's a huge benefit for it, but you can definitely, I would put it in can play. The grade 2 DBT 11 order cycler. Oh, her. Oh, okay. Yeah, Android. Arnold. So yeah, that's where that shakes out. I think it's really interesting. I just like that it's potentially playable. That's the main thing that I like, because we've just gotten so many sets of just random garbage. It's just is not even like interesting or playable. This is at least interesting. This I can talk about. This I can think about. Instead of just like, oh really? If I have a full board and I counterblast 1 and boost, I get 2k for each grade of my opponent's Vanguard times 2, or every 2 grades. Wow, that's great. That's really exciting deck building. So this is actually something. Bad Nirvana support. I don't even mind it if it's like specific to an archetype, aside from the fact that we got a billion Nirvana cards. I'm just tired of just like cards that just don't really do anything, or that are just like very specifically one way. But something that's like nice and like open like this is just so refreshing. But alright, we'll get back to this a little bit later. Let's take a look at the Swing By Dragon. Very cool ass looking dragon. Not so cool ass looking name, to be honest. Like those dumbass ride deck returners, yeah. Those have potential. Those could have been good. But then they decided to lock it behind grade 3 specifically. That's really silly. If it was locked to like grade 2, it would have actually been kind of playable. Or if they made the effect like twice what it is. Like there's a card in Lyrical that says if you have a face up grade 3 that was in your ride deck originally, she gets 10k. That's at most a turn 4 card after I did something to get it there. Like that's just way too many steps to just get 10k. She should have had like 30. She should have literally gotten 30k, and even then she would not have been playable. So yeah. I play against Astra more than anybody else, and by that I mean more than twice. Yeah, I've yet to even build this. This is looking pretty good for it though. So it has the same thing on place. If you have the quick start boss for Brand Gate, counterblast 1, draw 1. Then it sends once per turn. When something else stands by a card's ability, you can Soul Blast 1 and it gets 2k. So this part is actually generic, but it's only 2k. So that's probably why they made it 2k, to disencourage you from playing it in other decks, which is kind of boring, but whatever. But then it says if you Soul Blasted the grade 3 Astrum, then you can stand this unit. So it actually gives the deck 5 attacks. And this actually gets power from the order, if I remember correctly, because the order is insane. It kind of makes sense now why it's Counterblast 1 to play it, because it is actually kind of insane. Okay, no, never mind. This order is ass. Never mind. This order is ass. It's still good. It's just it specifies specifically from the ability of the Vanguard, so that doesn't count. Then it gets 5k, because I was gonna say then this guy would also get 5k, and it's for each order, but never mind, he doesn't get shit, because we can't have fun in this house. Does this card replace Albent in what deck? You mean specifically in this deck? I don't think you want to play. Well, I guess you could play Albent Robust, but I don't know if you want to
play CB1 to grab an order that CB wants. That I don't know if that would have been a good option. This is definitely played in the deck. You definitely want to play this 100%. I'll say that much. It still makes the Vanguard, yeah, in the stand column easy. Like, that was the first one when I saw them revealed. I was like, oh damn, that's kind of crazy. But I've yet to actually build a deck to make it work. Then we got this freaking this freaking fella here, Viral Core Dragon, who says on place, if it's other than your battle phase and you have the quick start boss, you can counterblast one not to draw like everyone else. No. You get to look at top 5 and call whatever the hell you want from there. Why is everyone else barely plus? Like, CB1 to draw is not a plus, by the way. So why does everyone else barely plus and this guy gets a whole body on board? And then on top of this, when it attacks, if you Soul Blast 1, it gets 5k. But if you Soul Blast that out, the quick start boss for Keter, you get to counter charge or energy charge 3. That's why when I looked at this guy, it's just like, this is kind of lame comparatively. Like, it works really well in the deck. And like, this one's fine. This one's actually unique and cool. This one's good also. But then, like, come on, bro. But whatever. Especially when you take a look at the next one, right? It's just like, that's it. This guy gets to do all this, and then you just get power and draw. Whatever. By the way, you can also call a grade 2 over this thing. So, him being a grade 3 is not a problem. Why would that matter? Run 2 copies of the skill chamber and 3 Bobaman, and don't remember that's enough to cover SM's counter charge. Or look at the picture of Kazan supported with the blurred text and zoom in. I don't think I can actually make it out. You can make out some things about the effect. Oh, I can give that a shot. I don't know Japanese, so I don't think I'll be able to make out anything. But you don't Japanese? Okay, word. Speak Japanese right now. Recite the whole Bible in Japanese. Go. You have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 0. Yeah, this is kind of ridiculous. And then we just got the last one here, which is for Lyrical. She looks really cute. She's just says on plays CB1 draw, and then if you Soul Blast the grade 3, get 15k instead of 5k for Soul Blasting. This is probably the most boring one. I know you can cycle her and whatnot on place and keep drawing, but like CB1's not cheap, and Lyrical doesn't really have like cheap. They have like maybe 2 counter chargers, so I don't know about this one, but. There's also got the best cycle double R grade 2 in this set. The maid? Or the not the maid, the battle sister girl? I don't know about best. I think the lyrical one is better if I remember correctly. The bracket one is kind of whatever. What does the lyrical one do? She bounces something to hand. She's fine. Dark States is fine. The Dragon Empire one was pretty bad. The Stercare one was alright. Yeah, I guess Keter does have the best one, huh? Alright. But alright. Ek apparently can read Japanese. Let's go read Japanese with Ek real quick. That's not it. I'm pretty sure Cyrus posted it at some point, right? There we go. Alright. So let's go ahead and copy this. Go to Microsoft Paint, I guess, instead of opening up Photoshop. That somehow makes it worse. Alright, so we can see very clearly that it has a once per turn skill. Well, okay, so we know this skill here, this first skill, is gonna be on place. It doesn't, I don't see a cost, to be honest, but it should be the same as the other ones, presumably, unless it's unique, like the Keter one. So it should be on place, do something if you have Cristianos, but I don't see a cost. I don't see Counter Blast or Soul Blast. So that's very clearly Soul Blast there. Yeah, this is clearly once per turn on rear. I don't know about Soul Charge 2. Oh, you mean the icon for one or the other? Yeah, yeah, I can see that. I mean, this might be a stand icon. It's kind of hard to tell. Which is fine if it's not for attacks. That's fine. Make the deck work without just making number go up. But yeah, I'm gonna say this is Soul Blast, not Soul Charge. That doesn't. The deck doesn't need Soul, so that would make 0 sense whatsoever, to be honest. I'm more concerned about the fact that it doesn't have any cost, right? Because this just says when does this place on rear? If your Vanguard is blah 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 blah, do something. And I can't see what that something is. Maybe if I zoom out. It kind of looks like energy, to be honest here. This kind of looks like greenish. This here looks kind of greenish. But it might just be the background. And then this looks red also. So why would it be 2? Oh, it's no. So this is just Soul Blast, get whatever, and then if you Soul Blast out Cristianos, you get a very minor skill. So it looks like, judging by the lack of like text here, you don't get a lot for Soul Blasting out Cristiano, right? Because this is all at the bottom. It looks like this is the bulk of the effect. So it looks like it's going to do more than just get 5k, which is interesting. So presumably this will say, it can't be on attack, because why would it be once per turn? That's interesting. All the other ones are on attack. So this is presumably on attack, right? Why is it once per turn if you can't restand? Why would it be once per turn for a rearguard skill? Maybe it's when the Vanguard attacks? The Vanguard can't restand. That seems like a very strange once per turn thing to put on. Do the other ones have once per turn? No, right? Yeah, none of them have once per turn. This one has once per turn, but that's because he stands. So that one's different. This has once per turn. Why does this have once per turn? Oh, because you can countercharge energy charge. Alright, so they don't want you doing that multiple times. Okay. This one has once per turn. This doesn't. And this doesn't. So you can get a crit more than once per turn somehow, right? So getting resources once per turn. Getting a crit, not once per turn. Getting power, not once per turn. Restanding once per turn. So that's kind of interesting. I don't see a power icon. Yeah. That's interesting. Let's go over here. Yeah, I don't know. All I can glean is that, yeah, this is going to be on place if you have the thing. Do something rather simple. It might just be draw a card. I don't know. That looks like a lot of text. I have to compare it to the other ones. Not you, because you suck ass. Yeah, that might look about the same amount of text as like this guy, right? So it just looks like draw. It doesn't look like call from top 5 or something like that. But I don't see a cost, which is the thing. Because all the other ones are Counter Blast or Soul Blast. This does not have either. So that's interesting. Maybe call a unit once per turn? Yeah. But all the other skills are on attack, I think. Well, okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Because this is when something else stands. So that makes sense why this one's once per turn, right? Okay, so you can only stand it once per turn. This is once per turn because it is when he attacks. So you can only counter charge or soul charge or energy charge once. This is not once per turn, and this is not once per turn, and they're both on attack skills. which is interesting. And then I closed the lyrical girl, but I don't think hers was once per turn. All right, now that I tricked you into staring into into a blurry smudge. No, we will continue staring at this for another 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. It's just concerning that this is all the way down here. Like, that's Soul Blast text. Let me look at this guy. Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be the same thing as this, to be honest. It's looking like it's gonna... we might be getting hyped up for too much. Because of the fact that this Soul Blast is here, right? And it kind of lines up. And then this Soul Blast is down here. And there's not a lot of text after that, it looks like. So... I don't know. It might just be that it gets power. I don't know, man. You gotta change the thumbnail to this guy. I'm spending so much time on him. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know, man. Having this stuff too? Nah, that would never happen. Yeah. Alright, yeah. That is interesting to say. Whoops! Did not want to open up Camtasia. Oh boy. Don't save. While I do that, I guess let's go ahead and whoops, switch over to CFA real quick. Close all of this, right? Yeah, we can close all of this. Let's go ahead and close that, and then let's go ahead and make this full screen. There we go. Alright, so yeah, so like I mentioned, I already have all the cards, 'cause I'm awesome. So we already have the new grade 3s in the game. I don't know if I can play anyone, to be honest. I was gonna ask someone like, okay, I can't go into that's what I wanted to test, but alright, never mind. Which is fine, which is totally fine. I want to be able to play test them. If I can't play against people, that's totally fine. Not really much that I can do about that. Game will crash the moment you call any of them. Okay, I was wondering if like I copied my version of the game and sent it to someone with the additional cards, if it'll work for them. But what are you doing? We were just staring at your husbando's support card, trying to figure out what it does through the blurriness, and then we gave up, and now we're taking a look at CFA, because I ended up being able to add the cards from this morning manually, so I'm not at the whim of the updaters of CFA anymore. Yes, your boyfriend. He's cheating so he can test before the rest. Yes. What is the best startup deck in Divines? What is the best startup deck? Probably the Keter one, to be honest. Just because, like, go back, custom. This grade 2 is actually cracked. And this grade 2 is actually cracked, and like in general, it flows really well with what Keter has to offer. For English, it really depends on this guy. He's really good. The Dragon Empire one is not as bad as people think it is. I think it's actually kind of solid. And then the Dark States one is fine. A lot of people think the lyrical one is the best one. So I guess in honor of tomorrow, set 4 coming out, maybe we can take a look at the lyrical girl finally. You tried, I can't wait. I hope they save the best for last. Yeah. For the last, because it's totally the best one. I'm very curious to understand why they saved them for last. I don't understand why that's the case. What's your right line, girl? Which one is it? What do you do, ma'am? When rolled upon, choose up to 2 grade 2 or less normal units from hand. Call them to rear. Okay. And if so, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same card name as a unit called by this effect. Reveal it and put it into your hand. So call a PG. Use Yuika to bounce it back. I have 2 PGs. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. There's a lot of good ride lines in this deck, in this nation, but that one's pretty good so far. I can see that being played on a lot of other stuff, to be honest. And then when you ride the grade 3, choose one of my rear guards and return to my hand. I don't even have to play Yuika. Oh, fuck Yuika. You bounce my PG back, bro. Let's go. Duels? Okay. Alright, bet. What do you do? Search a deck for up to one card with the same card name as herself, right? Yep, of course. Energy Blast 3, choose a rear guard, return it, call something from hand, and get 7k. Bet. 4 attacks. Easy peasy. Easy defensives. Okay. Tried building this deck. I got a headache and gave up. The only 2 lyrical decks I know how to build is SEL and Fennel. Oh, the most complicated ones? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. The most difficult ones to build and play. She's too good as a Lyrical Monasterio generic pile deck. Yeah, like, whew, there's so many things you can do with this. Like, I'm so glad that we're going more into this direction of more, like, freedom of expression with stuff like this. So that's really dope. We're going to add this PG because she's cute as hell. I don't even know if I want to add... Honestly, the fact that I can search out my PG makes me want to play 4 unit PGs. Like, fuck Elementaria, but... Gotta play Elementaria, cause you gotta always have the advantage and play the best cards, otherwise you're a loser or whatever. I can't say what Regala you want to use just yet. This girl just says CB1 draw. I don't like that. This is technically calling from hand, right? So I can't use my girl, whose name I'm blanking out right now. Ingrid. I can't use Ingrid. Man, there's so many cards to wrap my head around. Just this interaction alone. But I'm just thinking limited to just the PGs. What does your main support girl do? Your grade 2. So stupid expensive, so I dropped the deck. I think that's the one that got reprinted. Yeah, okay, cool. It is the cute girl. So this just says, if placed during battle phase, if you have what's her face, this gets plus 10k. Okay, yeah. Say less. And then, like, can't I use you also? CB1 Soul Blast, choose one of your vanguards. Everyone gets plus 5k until the end of the turn. Put that unit on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, sure. Okay, so I understand what people are talking about now. So it's like this, and then you play... where is she? Harp. And you can CB2 to give everyone power like crazy. Okay. Fair enough. Get out of here. What else we got here? God, there's so many things you can do. I can't even, because the fact that she's so generic, it's just like play the good cards, and I'm just like, huh? What do you mean? Isn't the Kuko Nation doesn't sum up 90%? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Not all girls are equally cute. Some are different levels of cute, different spectrums, different affinities, different attributes of cute. It's very different. Don't get it twisted. I don't even know what I want to do for triggers here. You can technically draw a bunch. Oh man, I'm trying to think like a disgusting Bermuda player. Like, how do I loop this? So I can do a bunch of crap. Call, bounce to hand. What in lyrical would I want to have more than one copy of? What would I like to have more than one copy of? And I can bounce stuff to hand. I can bounce stuff with you mid-battle. Bounce you back to hand and call you out again. I don't think there's anything that says call out mid-battle, right? In lyrical. Or just call anything else out, right? There's nothing like that. The closest thing is the Cycler Girl, but she's only if she's not played by a unit effect, so she doesn't count. Try an order? Yeah. I was trying to figure out for this ride line, what you can really do with that. What the hell? Kanye West? Don't play Kanye West. I can't play Kanye West on stream. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with your playlist? Trying to get me deleted. I don't have the 3-hour version of this song, so I'll enjoy it while it lasts. You don't want Elementary and Valena? I don't know about that one, buddy. Let's just go to triggers. I'm pretty sure you want as many crits as possible. That just seems like the safe bet, right? For the over trigger, let's just say the lyrical one to be safe, because that one's always solid. I can't think of any other way to exploit any other ones. For heal triggers, we'll also go vanilla. What does the new heal look like? Yeah, she's cute. We can do that. And I need 3 more cards. Do I want to go draws or fronts? Draws or fronts? I'm going to go draws. Let's try that. All right. And I kind of want to just throw in 3 of these for the sake of it, but I don't know. Plays 1 grade 3 that gets 10k on place, but not sure how many pure beaters you want. Yeah, you could do that. That's like the very first card here, Kelpie. You can use a lot of that like Hazard stuff, because there's her, there's the ones that say like if you're placed in battle, battle phase, because like there's her, she gets 5k, so it's gonna be 15k total. She'll just give me 25. You can use this in your deck actually. Ooh, but she's great too. You can use this though. You can oh, not her. No, not her. You can use this one. It's a Soul Blast 2 draw every single time you do that. You can play I think that is it. Technically if you play Ghost, you get yourself a Ghost, you can do that. I don't think you can do some of the other stuff. Yeah, I was trying to think of this, but this is oh wait, no, hold on a minute. When this unit is put on the deck from rear, oh no, never mind. From the deck onto rear. From deck onto rear. From deck put on the deck from rear circle during your battle phase. Soul Blast 2, choose a back row, move it to the front, and it gets 10k. How can we call out? How can we call you from deck mid battle? That's interesting. So I could like swing. Maybe this goes to soul. Swing, put this back, call this calls something else out, but then I have all my circles are full. Never mind. There's no way to do it. Ah, that's annoying. I hate the way they time everything. They time everything in a way where it wouldn't work out. Never mind. It would have to be something that at the end of the battle, it like retires itself or something, and then you call something. How would you do this? Deck searcher? What searches out your deck, Miracle, to call out? Had to be something that just like calls out the top card or something. Need a gold paladin card to make this work. I have to think. She is indeed Hazard support, but she doesn't say Hazard anywhere. Which is why I'm spending so much time looking at her. Does not say Hazard anywhere, so he's technically generic. I don't know how you really play this in oh wait, no. Can they call something mid-battle? I don't know if Hazard can call something mid-battle, so... I'm not sure why this says during your battle phase. I really don't know even in its intended purpose how you call this out. Oh. That's interesting. Alright. Trying to see your hand now. Alright, we're gun hands, and it's the funniest thing. You just noticed that. I know you can do like maybe not that it's really worth it. Not that it's worth it, but you can use this girl. Oh, hold up. She can call something. Oh, hold up. Hold the phone. I forgot she calls something. She says, look at the top card, call it to open rear, or put it into your hand. So, interesting. That is interesting. I put this in prisms. I want to test this out in prisms because you can bounce it back and do some shenanigans, but I was one of those dumb kids who went, isn't it just a Pokemon copy? Damn. Roasting Digimon for no reason, catching strays. We're not even talking about this is so blessed 2 to draw a card, which you can play. Nothing technically uses soul right now, but that is a lot of soul. Oh, I wish I knew the lyrical cards a little bit better, because they're playing Patroka. I know them pretty well, but not to a high enough extent where I can try and find a way to do something crazy with this. Because like most of it is locked to like a specific name, but there's like a decent subset that isn't locked to anything. Nope. I will never understand why everyone else is in like other stuff and they just decide to put her in her like 90. But anyways, no. Has to be like the set 1 cards. Those are the ones that were a lot. Set 1 and some of set 2 were a little less restrictive. But yeah, I really can't. I might just go the boring route and just add Calfee. Or maybe not Calfee. Maybe not Calfee. Because I can also just do U. Yeah, this is a lot better for this deck. She's 2, and then it says when placed by your Vanguard effect, she gets +10. So she's actually 30k, 40k on Persona, right? So she's pretty good. So we have 2 big beaters because they both get 10k when placed. So that's pretty good. What does this do? Energy Blast 3. Choose one of your units and until the end of the turn it gets 5k and choose a rear guard to return it. Return it into your hand from rear. No. I definitely, since I can't think of anything, I'm just gonna say you can play Yuika, because you can definitely do a lot with this. Where art thou, Yuika? There you go. Definitely do some shenanigans with her. I don't have any grade 3s, so I guess we can throw this in for the sake of just throwing it in. So we have the ability to discard for Riot, also a CB1, give the Vanguard to give everyone 5k. We can do that twice. Choose one of your Vanguards at the end of that battle. Put this unit on the bottom of your deck. Okay. So you have to attack and then attack with Vanguard next. So that to get the most out of this. And bounce stuff with this. Let's just bounce this stuff back to hand. Everyone is Floretti is really nice in this. Fleur. No? Okay. Floretti. Whew. Oh, right, you. I forgot about you. Drugs? I did my drugs. Thank you very much, Basil. I just took them. When something is returned to hand, CB1, put this as soul. Draw 1, choose a grade 3 specifically from your hand and call it to rear. Yeah, I guess you can throw this in. Works with this girl. Probably want more grade 3s. So, question. How does that work with Ingrid? Does that count as being placed other than from hand or no? Probably not, right? Because it's still placed from hand, so never mind. This says specifically from your hand, and it says other than from your hand, so never mind. We're not running approaching summer. Approaching summer. Is that really her name? Good God. I did not remember that being her name. When this is placed, she gets 5k. And then when something else is placed, Vanguard gets 5k. I don't know if that really does much. I see people running the grade 3 Rich. That is running Fennel as well. Grade 3 Rich. Ooh, the cute girl? Her? I really like her. Really like her a lot. She attacks grade 3 or greater. Put a card from your hand into soul. Look at the top 2 of your deck. Choose a card from among them. Put them into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your deck. I really like her. I hope it's her. She is adorable. Yeah, okay. Awesome. So you don't do much. So we're going to put you down to 1. We're going to put another copy of this. Yuka kind of eats ass. So we're going to take down you 2 and put in 3 copies of her. There we go. Yeah. So you can swing with this, swing with this, swing with Vanguard, bounce this to hand, call this back out. CB1, put this to soul, call this out. Soul Blast 1, she gets power. And then use these 2 to power up everything. Okay. Opponent never hits defensives? Maybe. Give me enough time, I can figure anything out. Yeah, this looks alright. This looks alright. I don't know how I feel about Yuika, to be honest. I don't feel like she does a lot. I kind of just wanted Yuika because, like, she's Yuika, but the only thing I can see her doing is, like, she can bounce triggers back and you can bounce the PG back, but this already bounces the PG back, so I don't think that does much for you. So if we can find a good grade 1, we're using a lot of, well, we're not really using a lot of soul, to be honest. We're using soul for this. This uses soul. And this kind of uses soul. But this gives you soul, and this gives you soul. So it should be fine. So maybe you can play, maybe not this. I mean, this isn't so bad, honestly, because this really easily combos like 2 ways. You can play this off of her, and then you can, when this is played, Soul Blast 1, look at the top card and call it, get an extra extension out of that. Or you can just add it to your hand. If it's a trigger, you know, you add it to your hand. You could have checked it though, so that kind of sucks. You can also call this, call PG or trigger or whatever, and then bounce it back with this skill. So that's kind of cheeky. I kind of like that. Other than that, I don't know. I guess this is an on auto skill, so it's not on place, more or less. So maybe we can do 4 of that and then 2 of this.
Yeah, she has 3k base, so she's not really gonna do anything.
The 3k base doesn't matter as much because this gives you 10k. So she becomes 13, so it's kind of alright. But yeah, that is a bit yikes.
Ever have a triple R that is supposedly the staple that it
Wasn't actually become the staple. Dragon Empire had Meteor. I want to say Meteor Flare, but that might be a Yu-Gi-Oh card. But
yeah, the Meteor Dragon
that like turned off Restrict. And Keter had a couple.
there was Calvary.
There's Spiral Cutie right now. And there's one other one that I'm forgetting. The Empix Killer? Yeah, that one. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's go test this since I can't play against anyone. Hopefully it doesn't it shouldn't have an issue. Okay. So I can play myself, which is what we usually do in the stream anyways. Whoops. But I can't play against anyone until CFA updates. Draw. Bottom deck. Bottom deck. PG's nice to have. Don't really need Persona. Alright, sure. Send it to Pablo. Which sucks because it's like a gigabyte, so it like takes a while. Draw. Not the best, but alright. Discard, grind. Let's say we're going first. Take a damage. Yikes. Would have liked to draw that. Draw. Oh, come on, lady. Yeah, I guess discard. Ride. Call PGs to search out.
PG added to my hand.
Right? Is that right? Call something from hand and call the same card. Alright, let's say we call that here. Yeah, let's play this. Put some pressure. Swing, swing. Check. End turn. Ride. End turn. I keep forgetting to go to ride phase. Get power. Okay, maybe she dies. Or maybe not. I don't want all 3 of them in damage. Stand and draw here. Let's go ahead and discard, I guess, the draw trigger, ride, use the skill, bounce PG to hand, call this out. Oof, 10k shield, I forgot about that. I guess that's it. We could use this turn if we wanted to be honest. Interesting. Probably would make sense. So yeah, let's just say this did die. That probably just makes more sense, right? And then we can call this out. Go to battle. Swing, swing,
CB1.
search deck. There we go. Shuffle. Alright, Persona's in the deck? Yeah. Get 10k, then go into battle. Don't know what season is this. I was trying to use Feline in my Felty Rosa, but she's got replaced with the ones from Festival Collection. But I used her in Kyrie, I'm guessing? Briefly, so I don't feel so bad. I'm assuming that's this girl. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, I feel like she makes more sense than Kyrie, but I just realized she's actually a ghost. I had no idea she was a ghost. I assumed she was Kyrie's support. That's crazy. Alright. So yeah, swing here. Energy blast. Ugh. 4, bounce this to call this. I don't know. And then this skill, this is CB1, right? Yeah, this goes to Soul CB1 to call this. Can't use this skill, QQ. I can use this skill when she attacks. First check, second check. Okay, awesome, love it. Swing in here. Is it when only attack rate 3 greater? No, okay. So Soul Blast 1, get 5k. Swing in here. Let's go ahead and put this to Soul. Look at the top 2. I realize that there's like a weird glitch where like maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, where like if you press shift previously, it still thinks that you're revealing from the bottom, I should say. Top 2, choose one, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom. All these options suck. Add this to hand, put this in the bottom. There you go, and turn on that. They made a separate slot for the energy with a bigger button icon. They might be adding that in the future. They said same thing for the divine skill. They'll be adding that in a bigger update. End turn, cool. Love to see it. No counterblast, sucks ass though. Ride, draw, can't do anything. Can't do anything fun. Ride, Soul Blast to reveal bottom card. Call it. Not that it matters. I probably should have called it here in the same column. And yeah, we can't really do much, huh? That really sucks. Alright, let's just start over. Let's give this another shot. This one's really gonna take me a lot, to be honest. I'll give this one more test hand and then we'll build the robot, because I feel like this is gonna take a really big deep dive that I don't think I'm gonna be able to commit to on stream. Because I feel there's a lot more you can be doing, but I don't know. Let's say we go second this time. Discard, ride, get crest, ride phase, draw, Soul Blast, put this at the bottom. Crest goes here. There we go. Swing in, power and draw. We'll take 1. Yikes. Maybe guard, stand and draw. Discard, I guess. Ride, call, add PG to hand here. We can throw one of these out to pressure a bit. Swing, get, okay. Pass turn, maybe block with this, and then get hit. Cool. Heal. And maybe guard one more. Stand and draw. Yikes. I guess Persona Ride. Ride. Bounce this to hand. Call this. Skill CV1. Look at deck. Add last Persona Ride. Get 10k. Shuffle. We can call this, but she's not gonna be able to hit. Not a big fan of this right now, to be honest. I have no other way to bounce my thing to hand. So I guess we can like swing at rear, swing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bounce this to hand, call this. That's plus 20, skill, put this to soul, CB1, call this. Check and check. She swings in, puts this to soul, look at top 2. Add this to hand, put this at the bottom, swing here, and turn. Get hit. Get hit. We can guard here, maybe with these 2. Go to drop, please. Please. There we go. Maybe get hit again. Power. And then PG that. Send and draw. Persona ride. Draw. Okay. Now we can actually do something. I don't think I have any more in my deck. Right? Because that's 1, 2, 3, and the one I discarded. Yeah. So shuffle. We can still use the skill to get 10k. And we can go ahead and play this. Use her skill CB1, front row units, right? Get 5k. And we can go to battle. We can swing here, bounce this. 4. Play this. This gets plus 25 now. First check, power crit. Second check, swing. Seems fine. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more you can do that I'm just not able to get into right now. Test mode should load a deck on the opponent's side. I think you might be asking for too much. Then again, it's not like they get paid by the user or anything like that. But all right, give me 1 second. I have to blow my nose. My nose gets very stuffy for some reason lately whenever I stream. Sorry about that. So I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Should be able to breathe for maybe a couple more minutes. We'll see. Until I get stuffed up again. Alright, so I had it good and then I like hit it and now it's not good. So that's on me. Alright, buddy. I guess I just have to hold it like I do. Okay. So as I was blowing my nose, I was thinking about the robot, and he's actually kind of simple to build now that we have that grade 3, because it is just going to be this, the ride line, himself, 4 of this, 4 of the raptor looking thing, this guy, 4 of this. You have to kind of play habitable zone, so 4 of that. What did their PG look like again? Oh yeah, no, their PG looks alright. You need this combine rusher. I don't think you need combine rusher at all. You used a lot of CV. What would you need combine rusher kind Combine Rusher would be Counterblast 2 to play, because they would play the order for Counterblast and then play Combine Rush for another Counterblast. This... Well, actually, there's new crits, right? Yeah, so this... 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 What about Elbard Striker? Yeah. That's... okay, I guess. Look for the squirrel. Here we go. I don't know if it's needed. You can play it. It's the really cool Gundam guy. This one. The Overtrigger dudes, grade 3 from Festive Collection. So it just gets a boost if you Soul Blast, and it gets 2k, so it's a 15k booster. And if you remove the Overtrigger, everyone gets 5k. It's fine. Whoops. Let's go to Crave. Go here, add everyone's favorites. Automatic staple. Gotta play Elementaria. I guess you can play Angel Lather. Yeah, Bulbar Mine sounds right. 4 Bulbar Mine does sound right. Because you kind of need both Counterblast and... well, not Soul. You need Soul for this. So that you can... you need this... this is going to use up your Soul that you want to use for this, essentially. But yeah, 4 Bulbar Mine. Get out of here. Yeah, that's the core of the deck there. You do not play Brant without Elementaria. Oh, Bulbar, I was gonna say, huh? I think that's about it. So then everything else is just kind of whatever fits nicely into the deck. But I think this is the core of the deck here. This is what you need. So you got your main 2 attackers. This guy gets 10k. This guy gives whatever it stands 5k, so he gets plus 15k. This gives whatever stands 5k, so this guy ends up being plus 20k. And then this guy can restand also, so you got 5 attacks here. Boom, boom. This can search itself out. This does what? This searches out one of these, and then this searches out... yeah, it just searches out one of these. So you can play one of these each turn. So you can CV1. So that gives you 2. No event needed? No, not really. Yeah, you really only want to play these as your set orders. The ride line already gives you 2, so it's like Eva. You're fine with 2, to be honest. Put Strummers for turn 2 shenanigans? What is Strummer? Why does that sound so familiar? It does not exist. Why are you making shit up, Ek? Strum? Huh? Oh, because of the thing, right. I know what you're talking about, Ek. The double R from set 10. Set 10? This guy? Oh, okay. Why? He gets 5k. And he's like a top 5 for another set order. You don't really need... you just need 2 of them. I think with 2 of them, you'll be fine. I think 2 of them would be fine. What about Spalk Chamber? What is this? Your grade 2 or greater set order is put into the order zone or retire this to countercharge 1. That's not half bad. That does make it free. You can also, I think, use the grade 1, because I need a grade 1. There's a grade 1 that actually does, I think, the same. No, it goes to soul to draw 1. Never mind. I thought this also countercharged. This isn't horrible, but I don't think it's needed. Okay. Yeah, that's actually not a bad option, to be fair. Pretty sure that was set 12, right? 13? Can't I find it? Is it a grade 1? If it's a grade 1, that'd be nice. Okay, I guess I have to actually write the name again. It is a grade 2. Okay. Yeah. The fact it's a grade 2 is alright. Refurbishment dock? You could not run any grade 1s as much as many grade 1s. You could run a bunch of this. You have to get refurbishment dock to make it work though, so I don't know. Theoretically, you could go, you can play this turn 2 counterblast 1 turn, because this isn't even essential, right? So even if your opponent CBs denies you, he's like, all right, whatever, fuck you. So turn 1 play this, so that's 1 counterblast. Turn 3 you play this, that's 2 counterblasts. Turn 4 you go habitable zone, counterblast 1, search out habitable zone, play habitable zone for free, draw 1, and then you can play this for 4 counterblasts. Grade 1 Mega Argyle, that's the bug, right? If it hits countercharge, that's not bad either. I kind of like this too, just for the shield value. Set 4, right? Yeah. It's okay. Always run cat. Maybe. Because if I put in 2 cat, I only have 4 spots left. So. I could do 1 cat. 1 dock. I'll try it. I think the dock might be a bit clunky, to be honest. And then if we're playing dock by that case, then we can definitely play 4 of this guy. The deck is super CB heavy even with all the generic counter charges is not enough. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of against dock, because it's another counterblast card. But let's try this. Let's try it this way. I've been saving these decks separately. Hopefully it's easy for me to carry them over to the legit version of CFA. I essentially have 2 versions of CFA right now. I copied one over to add these cards in, but hopefully that doesn't give me too many issues. There we go. So let's do a quick test hand of this. Whoops. Kind of need that in deck, huh? Just 1 second. Okay. Alright. Let's see how this feels. Draw. Up here. It's gonna be a headache when the auto updater kicks in. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we'll see. I'll find out. You know, I can probably just delete it. The file, the auto updater.exe, I can probably just delete that so it doesn't auto update if I want to, but it's just annoying constantly copying it over, but I'll deal with it when I deal with it. This is fine. I don't think you even want a hard mulligan for the order, to be honest. Don't expect the update till Saturday morning. Nope, because it's going to add the Azrael stuff from tomorrow. So, all right. Let's say we go first. Discard. Cool. Nice to see Angel Ladder has a 3 energy on it for some reason. When it's rolled upon by the other guy. Yeah. So now he doesn't do anything. We need to counterblast, I guess, so we have to take it. Ride and draw. I guess discard. Ride, search deck for this. It sucks this doesn't do anything. I wish it was CB1 draw. That would have made it a little bit more decent if it was at least like CB1 draw. But just CB1 to do nothing initially, that kind of really hurts. God damn it. I had to touch it. I just had to touch it. There we go. So I can play this guy out. Swing, cool. And turn, tick. Stand and draw. Ooh, interesting. Angel Ladder might not be a good option here, actually, because you're probably going to be playing set orders every turn, so you probably want to play the Blitz if you're going to play any Regalia, to be honest. Ride, search deck, and just stay in, go to main phase, play with CB1, retire, switch countercharge 1, play this, go to main phase, counterblast 1. Whoops, wrong grade 3. There we go. And that's a hand. Shuffle. Ugh. That's plus 10k. Go to battle. This swings in, and this swings in, and we go ahead and energy. Blast 4. Stand this. This gets plus 10k, and then this guy says he gets 5k and they get 5k, and then the other one says this gets 5k and this gets 5k. Oof, feels pretty good. At stand unit and all your vanguards get 5k at the end of the turn. So first check, heal trigger, power. We were not aggressive early game, so I'm pretty sure we can heal. Second check, heal trigger. I don't think we can heal again. Let's say power here. Another 5k. Yeah, I did both. So swing here, I can Soul Blast to make this 25, it doesn't really matter, and then swing here for 40, pass turn. Get bopped. Wow, that sucks ass. Guard, get bopped one more time, okay. Stand and draw. Let's go ahead and Persona Ride, draw. I kind of really like this guy now. Play this with CB1. Then just to put in the order zone, retire, countercharge. Use this, counter blast. Especially because of the fact that I can use him in main phase. That's what makes him so good. That I get to use the countercharge in main phase. I think that's it. Yeah. So we just go to battle. Swing here. Use the skill 1, 2, 3, 4. Restand this. This gets 10k. Then this gets plus 15, plus 15k. And this is when something else stands, I can Soul Blast out himself. And then this stands and it gets plus 2k. Oof. First check. Second check. Critical trigger. Power and crit. Swing and swing. Yeah, that feels really good. That feels really good. Really good. Oh, whoops. I've been giving 10k. It's actually 5k. Whoops. So minus 5 for you. There we go. It gives another 5k to each. Yeah, I don't even need a back row. So this actually works out. I don't even think I need Doc, honestly. So we don't need this. We have no issue with Soul. Especially because we have the Bulb Mine and all that stuff. So we can go ahead and play this for some defensives. I feel like we don't need Doc, to be honest. We don't even need that much habitable zone. We just have him there for discard fodder, and if we really need to search it out. So we can really play 2 of these for defense, but we don't Soul Blast as much, so I don't know. I can't think of any other random one-off you can play in this, but this seems pretty solid. I didn't really have any issues between this and the Spalk Chamber. Spalk Chamber, you're pretty good on CV because this instantly makes this free. So, have you tried the new cycler for Brancate? I don't think any of those work for the quick start bosses because they all have Energy Blast 4 and then all the cyclers say Energy Blast 3. So I think they clash way too much. With these decks specifically, I don't think it works out. I think you're way better off running the old ones, especially since most of them don't rely on soul as much. So, excuse me, the old discard cyclers are, I think, better. But you definitely don't want to play CB in this deck. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna call this. I'll say this is good to go. Yeah. Ever since we got this grade 3, it fixes all the issues I had. Because initially I was like, oh yeah, this sounds good, but I don't know if it really can work out that well. And you know, with the grade 3, everything works out really easily. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who are we missing? Oh no, that's all 6. Never mind, that's all 6. We have all 3. The only one that has to get updated now is Cristianos, but that's not until, you know, next Tuesday that gets updated. As this takes forever for this to open. That will probably change up the deck a lot, I think. Regardless of how good its effect is, even if it's mediocre, that might end up changing up the build, but we'll see. She hates vegans. Mr. K, I don't know, man. Zorga does pretty good for himself. I don't know why some decks it just takes a long time for it to load. There we go. So this is a Cristianos list. I don't remember if I want to change anything. Since the new cards have been revealed, because we did test this way back when, and we've got new cards since then. Is Cristianos suitable for an order build though? Yeah. Not like... Yeah, it definitely is. I don't think there's anything here that helps. Did we get anything new? The only new thing we got since I built this is the Magnolia stuff and then this guy. I still on my stance that you can't use this, but you don't actually use Counterblast 1 in Cristianos aside from literally himself, so this might not even be that bad. I don't know if you want to use the skill. The grade 1, I think it is actually more playable. Because she's the one that like mills, right? This girl, she's probably a little bit more playable, honestly. But you probably deck yourself out, so I don't know if that's a good option. Because you already run the risk of decking out already, so. And I think that's the only new card we've gotten. So yeah, so we'll leave that at that. Alright. So then let's build Bug Girl. Oh. What I do is do you have enough? Do you have soul problems in Cristiano though? What do you need soul for? Do any of the skills? Sorry, yeah. We already spent that one stream on Cristiano, so I figured I'm just going over all the quick start bosses since we have the new grade 3s, and we kind of have this, I think, down packed, right? You can definitely go different ways with the build, but I think the general idea is this. And then depending on the grade 3, we'll see where things go. But I don't think you need soul for the deck. The only thing that needs soul is what, this? This doesn't use soul. And like these 3? Yeah, so you don't really have any soul issues. If anything, you want to soul blast out stuff. But yeah, I think that's fine. So for the orders and tide line, yeah, but you don't use that much soul. So it's fine. You don't use this order as much. You really aim, well, I don't know. It's not that important to use this, to be honest. But I honestly, I vaguely remember putting in cards that soul blasted because I wanted to get more cards and drop. Actually, I remember that was the thing, so that's why I have a lot of soul blast cards. So I think it's fine. So yeah. All right, let's go to the Bug Girl. You're saying things, Ek, but I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be 4 of all the cards. that have her name, and that's basically it, right? So 4 of that, 4 of this, 4 of the grade 3, 4 of the grade 2, and 4 of the grade 1. Over trigger, you probably still want this, right? Heal trigger, you can go with the normal one. Is the trigger lineup funky? Or is it just like 8 crits and fronts? Is it just that, or is there something funky? Run all of them, 4 copies, 4 B Blitz, yep. 2 to 3 Sea Breeze Abduction? I have to take a look at what that is. I don't remember what that is. The Anti-Control Regalia, Angel Ladder, and 2 or 3 Revive Orders? I'm not gonna lie, my impression on La Sicaria has dropped a lot after seeing her in play, but I'll still build her. Oh, that's unfortunate. You have to look at more for once we get more grade 1s. 7 crit 4 draw. We don't need emerald. We do need 2 emerald crap for this deck though. I don't know about need. You can never really play it. No Elementarias. Go 4 regular PGs. Why? Why would I not play an Elementaria? And then why would I not play the generic Blitz Order deck that revolves around Blitz Orders? Please explain yourself. Explain yourself to the Classic. Please. Play this weird ass fella. We'll play Dog. This Dog is the best one. I guess we can do 4 draw. That sounds fine to me. Talia Elementaria turned off the Butterfly Blitz? How does it turn it off? How is that any different from any other Blitz Order though? I mean, that's like... I mean, I guess I kind of get what you're saying. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm gonna go against you and play Elementaria, and then complain about you not telling me about Elementaria. I get what you're saying, but at 1 copy, I don't know if it's gonna be that big of an issue, but I don't know. 3 of this. That one's a grade 2, little B girl. Use more CB than you'd think. Not a fan of the Anthem. Yeah, I thought I was saying originally because you need CB for this. I think the Vanguard is CB. No, she countercharges. But yeah, this is CB and the grade 1 is CB. You can only use non-Valeno grade 1s. Why grade 1s? I mean, you definitely want this in the front row, right? So I get that. Choose a card with a different card name from this unit from drop and call it. Or add a Blitz Order. There's something about Sea Breeze. Oh, that. Why would I play Sea Breeze? I just remember Sea Breeze is the grade 1. Why would I play this? Boost, bind an order from drop. Choose an order from drop. Add to your hand. Why would I? That would just make this weaker. Well, I guess not. You only need 1 Blitz for this. Does this have to hit? Oh, it has to hit too? Oh. I don't know. It has to boost Vanguard, right? Oh no, it just has to hit a Vanguard. Alright. I guess. If you have 3 or more, get 5k, and if you have 5 or more, get a crit. And then at the end of the battle, you play the Blitz, draw 1. If something wasn't hit, draw 1. And then countercharge if you haven't countercharge. Just run Philander. For now, he's the most synergy, the grade 1 available. And run a few normal orders, possibly revive ones. Hmm. 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 I mean, I guess we can do like 3 Seabreeze and play everyone's favorites. Misty Habit. uh, kind of like playing this to thin out the deck. Maybe get out like some of this or something like that. This kind of synergizes with this really well because you can throw other copies of itself, or you can throw this to then pull it out. I was honestly gonna run like this in the main deck. Like, I know it has no effect, but it. Oh, never mind. You can't. It doesn't even have the name. That's right. They fucking. I'll never understand why these 3 don't have the name. I guess because they're too young. Is that what it is? Is that what they're trying to tell us here? Is that why this doesn't have the name? Because these are too young? So it's not until she becomes like the actual crime boss that she gets the name of the family? Okay, maybe that kind of makes sense. 2 Seabreeze, 2 Frozen, 3 Habitat. To call something. Then that normal order is bait to bind for Seabreeze. I don't know about bait per se. Bait might not be the right word for that, but saw this. No, not this. This. I don't think I'm gonna be playing any of that. Everyone keeps saying to play Ghost Chase. Ghost Chase is fine. Ghost Chase is not horrible. What about Maple? You have to play everything that specifically has this Valeno name. So, thought for a second I thought this part was censored or something. Grade 1 Maple? I mean, yeah, that wouldn't be bad. I will say you definitely want to play Angel Ladder. That is definitely something you'll have to play. Like, you cannot have your things die. They have to stay on board. I have this. So I'm thinking not Misty Habitat because of the fact that you have this to discard and it calls something from drop. And this allows you to add something from top to hand. So I'm thinking you really want to just call from drop instead of milling the deck or thinning out the deck with Misty Habitat. I think you want more recursion than trying to hit from the deck. So I think this, like 4 of this. Especially because you don't use soul for anything else except for like this. I kind of want to play... yeah. It's the same thing if you close your eyes. It's the same card. Like, I feel like that's more important to call from drop in this deck than calling from deck. Because it's not about just getting rears, it's about getting specific rears, and you can target that, I think, better if they're in your drop, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm already at 54. I was gonna think I kind of wanted to play the... that other Blitz, the Regalia Blitz, but then I realized I can't I have to play Angel Ladder, so... Yeah, I have to play Angel Ladder because you need your whole ass board to be there. You don't use soul for anything except for this, and that is it. This gives you 1 soul. So, yeah. CB is reserved for this and for the Big bug buddy. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the deck. Save that here. Because this doesn't use any of the hacked cards, so I should be able to use this when I go on the other version of CFA. Veleno. Part isn't like that happen that you might as well run bees. The OT part? Oh, the OT is unlikely to happen? Okay, buddy.
Okay, buddy.
Try 2 copies of the Burst Stringer. Yeah, if I don't like Seabreeze, I might just play that instead, because that's always going to be 13k. So it kind of acts like a pseudo Veleno grade 1. So we'll see how much Seabreeze works out. Not that I can really do that now, to be honest, because I can't play against anyone. But I do want Persona. I was about to put this back. I was like, oh, I don't want Persona Ride. But I do want Persona Ride because of the fact that this isn't a quick start deck anymore. Yeah, this is looking like a really good hand. Holy shit. I don't know what to discard, but I guess I can just discard the grade 1, bring it back with this. This is like a killer hand. Wow. Alright, so draw. I could drop this, power up all further versions of it. Or I can drop this, get it back with this. You have to go second into testing? You want to play this going second? Oh, because that's the only way you get the crit? Fair, okay. Alright, yeah, we can go second here. Next is not smoke-hating going first. I mean, it depends if the grade 3 restands, then that's kind of rough. If it's only locked to going second. But you can choose, so I guess it's not the worst thing. If I'm going second, then I want to keep this. So discard, ride, get crust, ride phase, draw, play this. Whoops, ride phase for real this time. And then this doesn't do anything. So I can, I don't know where I want Seabreeze, to be honest. It feels like something good to use early game, but I'll just keep him in hand for now. I don't know. I feel like I want to put him behind Vanguard, but since Vanguard's going to have a crit, it's unlikely that it's going to hit. So I would have to go like here if I wanted to rush with it. This is locked to grade 3, right? Yeah, so swing and swing, check, end turn, get bonked. Let's say they can't attack into it. Pull this back, draw. Well, technically this has to stay here. And then you say, vote upon, just flat out search your deck, put into hand. Okay. I mean, these two technically have the same power or shield value. And I could use this. So maybe the heal? Drop bees for ride? Why bees? Oh, this searches out anything? I guess I could do that. I guess? Alright, fair enough. I could get another bees. He's frozen to pick up bees with Seabreeze? Fair. Yeah. Shuffle with Seabreeze. Discard. Or play, I should say. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go! Put this back. Put this here. Call this. Let's say magically this hits. Bind in order for my drop. Well, no. It makes sense to do this. Bind this. Add this to hand. Swing. Get a heal. Possibly heal? No, if this one hit. I mean, let's just say we heal. We get bopped. Oof, that sucks. I can play this. I shouldn't have that much energy right now. Play this 20k. Go down to 4. I can play this Soul Blast. And probably take one more. Yikes. Then don't use the Blitz. Wait till turn grade 3. Why? Why would I? My opponent's going first on their grade 3 turn. Why would I just get stomped on and not guard? Just the counter charge? I don't know. Or to get the draw? I guess. Ride. This is top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I guess add this. This to hand, right? Yep. Put this to bottom. Shuffle. I can guard with the heals. Yeah. This kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. Play this CV1. Look at top 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, bet. That's a little better. That's awkward. So I guess this always has to be here. Yeah, I'm not liking, I don't know, getting the orders back, but I'm not liking that I only have one grade 1. So this always has to be here. So that I can like do stuff like this and call this out. This is gonna add a blitz, so I guess I can do that instead. So play this. Discard this. Add this to hand. And yeah, everyone gets 5k except for you. And this gets a crit. This is at the end of the battle that they attacked. Okay, so we go swing 18. Each only gets 5k. Do I want to boost? That has a much better number. Wait, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot these are 15k boosters. Looks less impressive when you make misplays. Shut up. Get heal to get the blitz back. Yeah. Yeah, maybe unbursted. I don't think this matters too much. You can go with this. Then this is at the end of the battle that it attacks. So first check, second check, crit. Power crit. And CB1 stand. That gets 5k. 40, and this is 38 with crit. Could have boosted the Vanguard, that's true. No, I don't have any blitz orders, so I just kind of eat ass a little bit here. Power. I can maybe use this. You don't use energy for anything interesting enough, so you might be able to play like the cycle cards. You can get an order with that, yeah. So the cycle card might not be a bad option either. I can play one more blitz. Then since I was not hit, I countercharge and draw, right? Yeah. Oof. Oof, I got another one. That's dope. So we'll do that again. Don't countercharge, but I draw again. I do not get a blitz. So that's 3 attacks, 4, and Let's say we take the last one. Power and draw. Right, stand. Draw. Persona ride. Draw. Everyone gets 5k except for you. This gets a crit. You get +2. You get +2. Okay. I'm kind of not liking Frozen Resentment as much, because it's only useful in retire matchups. Otherwise, you don't really lose your board. I could use it and maybe try and get another one of the grade 1 or something like that, but Interesting. 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 Alright, I think Seabreeze is fine for now. I think Seabreeze is fine. I'll have to think on the Frozen Resentment. This is cute, but I don't think it'll work as well. Well, it'll be what? 10k? 15k with itself and you draw? That's not half bad. Yeah, 4 is a bit much because you're not using it every turn like you would like an Elder or something like that, or Magnolia. So it's more of just something a lot less. I could play more Blitz Orders. I don't know if it'll benefit. Because I really like this card, so maybe I can do like this. And maybe... I mean, this is 25k. I want to say they're the same thing. Yeah, maybe that's alright. This is per order, not so much Blitz order. So this is 1, 2, at least 3. So this is 15k most of the time. And a draw. So that's pretty good. You don't use soul for anything other than this, which is fine. So that might be fine. Need to go more Highlander? Not really. Not really. Because you're bound to use these two, right? And then if I use this, like if I use this offhand, and then I use these in a turn or something like that, getting this later on is fine. Because it's just 15k and I draw. So. It's not horrible. If not that, it'd be like another Seabreeze or something. I just don't like Seabreeze has to hit, but I guess you can put one of these behind Vanguard instead. I don't know. Oops. That would make her really hard to guard because she has a crit, and she would be what, 15, 20, 23. So there's that. Put this on like the other column, on like this column or the grade 2 column. So all right, we'll leave that at that. I think that works. That works all right. She's definitely no yeah, kind of go into either one of the columns. She's definitely no Arnold, but she seems to work all right. She seems, I think she can work all right. But all right, we're a little bit over, but I think that'll do it for today. I did not get to play anything because I don't think CFA is updated. We can check. Actually, no, it's not gonna update. I know for a fact it's not gonna update until the episode tomorrow. We have a card of the day tonight, and then we have whatever cards they're gonna show in the anime tomorrow. So we won't be able to get anything out of that yet. So yeah, that'll do it for today. The new supports for the quick start boss is pretty good for the most part. We'll see what Cristiano does. Maybe find out why his is so separate. The motherfucker has a tuba? A tuba? What's a tuba? What? The bug or the Cristiano's card? Take a look. Oh, is there a New York Warrior? Yeah, sounds like a Shadow's card, because that's a gun. Anyways, alright. Thanks everyone for coming out. That'll do it for today. We'll be back Tuesday. We can maybe we might be able to test I forgot what it was called. It's like Vangross or whatever it's called. The divine, the faded one for Dragon Empire. We might be able to test that. We should be able to test out Raziel, but we might do something different this coming Tuesday instead of just testing. So we'll see. Anyways, till then, take care of yourselves and each other. Play Vanguard and have yourselves a damn good one.